What is going on, guys? Welcome back to a new recap. Today is Tuesday, but this is the recap for Monday for yesterday. I'm doing it a day later. We are green. We are up $444. And yeah, today we're going to talk about my thought process, why I took the trades that I did, so that you guys could learn from it. You guys could see my reasoning, and maybe you guys could apply it in your own trading. So let's get straight into it. Okay, so first off, we did have to go back to yesterday. This is February 23rd. I always take the same trade. I've said it in every video. It's my initial balance trade. So if there's a high candle and a low candle, it'll continue lower, and likewise the opposite. If there's a low candle and then a high candle, then it'll usually go higher. So I got into a position as per usual a little bit earlier than 7:30 a.m. or an hour after market open here on the West Coast. We can see the first trade I took, I got in at 908 with one contract, just small starter position. Added another short at 911 to just kind of increase. It kind of popped up a little bit more. I was expecting this pop to happen because I wanted to see a reversal off of the VWAP and the MA line. And so I took a little early position, definitely a little early. And then when this pop happened, I took another position, but these entries weren't necessarily fantastic, but it doesn't matter. It's only a couple of dollars. Then when this flush happened, I didn't take profits, and I actually ended up basically selling for a profit, but a very small profit, if not just break even. So this first trade was nothing. I just kind of felt a little indecisive. I felt like it might end up breaking higher just because I saw that multiple times it did break the VWAP and not bounce off of it, but I was still looking to enter in this area. So got out of that, went long after getting out of that, and then I don't know why I went long, to be honest. I really was thinking that this is like a pullback and it was going to continue higher. So I got out of this position, and then I got in. I think I reversed it is what I did. Yeah, I reversed it, and I went long, and it's again, I got out of it after $3. So these trades were useless, guys. This is the problem here, is I had just zero conviction. Now, we did have a green day. We were up $444 at the end of the day, but this is what happens when you're a little indecisive. You do like just silly trades, like break even trades, thank God, but it could have went the opposite way. Looks like I went -2, +2, closed that position, went another +2, then -2, sold it, and then -2 went short. Looks like I closed that position here at 884, so I actually made some money. It popped up, and I added to my position up top here to short, or I opened up a new trade. Then I added another 5 contracts here because I was realizing we're getting close to breaking the initial balance. And so I added to my position. I really wasn't super happy with my trading, but also this is just how sometimes the market is. It doesn't give you great opportunity. Up here is a great opportunity to get in, but I mean, I'm going in 5 contracts at, yeah, so I'm adding to my position because I know it's going to break this. And as you can see here, I sold all 6 of my shares for a small profit. In this trade, I made $144. And I was like, you know what? That's just how the day goes sometimes. I traded my setup. I traded initial balance. Initial balance broke. The consistency hit. $144 is just something I'm going to have to take. I am trading with 2 accounts, so that was double, 144 times 2. So that was, it's still less than my goal is, but again, I'm not going to force any trades. I'm going to take my trades, and if it happens that I get a bad entry or whatever, I'll still just make whatever I can make and continue on with my day. I did not want to force trades anymore, especially when I was like, passing my evals. I was forcing trades to get 1500 and just call it a day so I can get funded. But now that I'm funded, I'm trading for real. But I waited for another opportunity, and I was just straight up debating not trading anymore. And it looks like about, what is it, like, I don't know, 10 minutes later, we had a massive drop here on this candle, you can see. And I was waiting for a continuation like this, a quick pop down and just continuing to short or go long if it popped up, whatever it might have been. In this case, we went short. So yeah, so I entered here, 6 shares at basically 780. And then I sold all 6 shares at basically 790. So I actually lost $10 per contract on this trade, and I went long for 5. at 780 and I sold at 794. So then I made $15 a contract back. 15 times 2, you guys know the math. So I gave away money and then I made it back plus a little extra. Was a little unhappy with that, but I was still green and I was looking for a continuation. I knew this pop was going to happen clearly, and I took it. Here, when it continued to short, I was like, you know what, it's time to do like a pretty decent sized trade. It's obviously continuing to short. I felt like there was pretty low risk. I keep a tight stop, so I went in with 15 contracts here at 762, sold 15 at 772. So I lost some money on that, and then went short again on 763 and sold that at 743. So I made $20 a contract times 2, $40 times 15 contracts. So that put me at $444 a day. I wasn't super happy with my trading. It was a little like, I felt a little indecisive, but I was right in both of these main trades. I was right. I just needed to hold a little longer, get in, and not be so antsy. The reason I was antsy is because this is my first day on my funded account. Last week I got just screwed trying to pass eval accounts because I was taking dumb trades. So I was like just being cautious, which I'm not gonna hate myself for. But anyways, we made $444, and that's a great Monday. $444 times 2 accounts, $888. That's great. It's a little under our goal, but that's fantastic. I'm super happy with that, and that's how we landed at that $444. So my initial balance trade and a continuation trade, keeping tight stops and everything, just because right now I just want to start building up a cushion. So yeah, it was a super easy Monday. Tuesday, I'll tell you guys right now, is way better, and that's I'm gonna film that right now, so go check out Tuesday's video. Just after this one, it was a great Asia session trade and then a great New York session trade. My best day ever. So things are moving along good. Stay tuned for that video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you boys in the next one.